The DGP of Maharashtra will head the probe into the deaths of key witness in the Aryan Khan drugs case, Prabhakar Sail. He had died due to a suspected heart attack earlier this morning. His post-mortem report is now awaited. NCP had raised questions over the sudden death of the independent witness and had called for a CID probe. Remember, Prabhakar Sail had alleged extortion by the Narcotics Bureau officials and also claimed that NCB made him sign nearly 10 blank papers. Following his allegations, NCB started an internal inquiry, and even Mumbai Police started its investigation into the Mumbai drugs on cruise case. Both agencies had recorded his statement. In fact, Times Network was one of the first media houses that Prabhakar Sail had spoken to, stirring a hornet's nest. My colleague Shivani is joining us live. Shivani, this came in as shocking news because the last time Prabhakar Sail was in news, or in headlines rather, was because he actually blew the top on the Narcotics Control Bureau, saying or questioning their functioning and also pointing out to a number of lapses into the Mumbai drugs on cruise case. Now for that very man to die of a suspected heart attack, how are we reading this?
As of now, what we understand is that from last few days he was under a lot of stress. That is what his lawyer has said, and he said that due to this particular case of NCB and him being the punch and filing affidavit, and being in this high-profile case in front of media, revealing several other things, he wasn't even getting jobs and had literally lost a lot of close friends of his. He was not in good terms with a lot of people after this particular case, and that is why he used to remain isolated only with his family, used to be in contact, or the lawyer, or very selective friends. That is what the lawyer and the family also says. But when it comes to his death, yesterday itself at 11 a.m. it has been said that he faced heart attack, and later he was admitted to one of the hospitals in Mumbai, and later we understood in the early hours of morning that he succumbed to heart attack. But now, as we saw that how Home Minister has come forward and he said that a probe has to be done in this particular matter. There are a lot of people those are raising questions over the same, and that is why the highest post in the Mumbai Police, that is the DGP, in fact the highest post in Maharashtra Police DGP, will directly be looking into this particular matter and will be investigating is how his death took place. Though his wife, Prabhakar Sail's wife, has clearly said that it is a natural cause of death and we do not have any questions on anybody else. But in fact, when today I visited JJ Hospital, there also under the tight security of Mumbai Police, we couldn't really enter the premises of JJ Hospital. So we clearly understand that how Maharashtra Police and now the government of Maharashtra is looking into this particular matter, knowing that how important Prabhakar Sail's entire statement was in this particular
Absolutely. His statement was very critical and it gave an entire new turn to this Mumbai drugs on cruise case, following which the NCB was forced to investigate its own officers. Shivani, thank you so much for joining us. We do understand that it will be very important to eliminate foul play in the deaths of Prabhakar Sail.